Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Slam.
Watch twist.
Hit it.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
2 jet bombers. Hey, Charlie. Big ripper.
On 3rd down, Jones flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, 46.
SOS.
Prescott down. Bill Bison, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike 51. I hope you brought the
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's got it in, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
Big stop, G.
There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run with Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strong right. 4 down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Wide. Watch tight end. Tight right.
26. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. That's good for a first down.
Let's go, folks.
He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80. There we go. Going to 53.
I know he ain't got it. Go, Mike, 51.
Hot 7, hot 7.
Hey.
26.
Prescott yet again.
Down the little one.
In middle, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You don't want no problems with me.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL,
We're going
coaches
47.
love run after catch, but you'll never get more completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rub their nose with it. Now left side on the swing pass. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
There we go. Wide 80.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
26.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott.
It's run, fellas, it's run.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On the double.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier to think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Go!
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones.
Let's go, defense.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, here we go.
51. Record.
26.
First down by Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Your trip is here, baby.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete. Elliott.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Check. 4 down.
26.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they get all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Let's go now.
3 on first down.
6-6.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throwing to the tight end. Great sight line, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
You better talk to your boy.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. it's a really difficult task.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
They got his man complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Ximines getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a timeout.
Sack, baby.
7 seconds left in the 1st half. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
We're going to 54. Why ain't?
Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Hey, let's
and
go.
his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay.
Here we go.
But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Forced out to him, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. O'Shea Jimenez. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team there kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Get it.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
It's coming again.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try to throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Check.
Jones. Latimer's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
You better bring it. Ship.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch gears. Check.
Deep grip.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Ready? 18.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready?
Now Jones operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no.
Ready.
Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
We're going to work.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
Go.
Move.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little game
That's
there.
it,
Not a
baby.
whole lot of real
Go.
estate, but a nice
Head
carry.
logo.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley taking it in as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Come on.
He'll have a 1st down. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game by themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Here we go. 51.
51. I'm coming. I'm coming. You gotta get
I'm coming.
Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here comes the boom.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
On 2nd and goal. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the
The
set.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
70, Indy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Jones. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Giants.
You ready?
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter.
Got it.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Get it.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Check 43.
Finds his tight end Ingram. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Hey,
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards.
30 base.
And it's 2nd and 2.
Time to go. 9-9. Kill, kill, kill.
Yep.
I got it. Right there. 54.
Go. Deep rip. Deep rip.
And it's Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Check 50. Check 50. 36. 36.
Clear. Set go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Set ready. 50. Plant.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
You're out.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Coming.
He's crashing.
Ready, ready.
And 2nd down. Here's Barkley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Rosas puts this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds.
Check,
Completions,
check,
get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or less,
Wait.
now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
There we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. Four.
Hey, kill. Under.
Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep.
26.
Prescott to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Let's go.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
46.
Critical condition here, obviously. Got to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.